All right, Fam Club, with 2023 coming to an end, I thought I'd go over every slab I picked up this year. There was 28 in total, ranging from $10 up to $90. I spent $1,000 in total. We're going to look at every single card. I'll tell you why I picked them up to add to my collection. Sometimes it was just a whim on a Friday night, and sometimes it was a card I really, really wanted for my collection. We'll see where they are now and what it would cost you to pick them up yourself. Now let's get to it. All right, here we go. 28 slabs I picked up. Lighting is difficult when it comes to slabs. I'll try to do my best to show them off. Starting off the bat, we got a Wishy-Washy from Cosmic Eclipse. I only paid $9.50 for this card. I just love the artwork here. Wishy-Washy and Lana. Fantastic looking card. It's a PSA 9, and that's a big reason why it's so cheap. PSA 10 isn't going to set you back a huge amount more. Now, there's a PSA population of 527 of these, and there's 367 PSA 10s. You know, I don't think it's a highly sought after card, but I just absolutely love the artwork, and I wanted to pick it up in a near mint, a pristine practically condition, just to preserve. That's usually a reason why I get the PSAs. I think the 9s and the 10s are fairly comparable, and I just like the conservation of the card when it's one that I really like. Moving on, this one was only 10 cents more. I'm a huge fan of Dragonair, and I thought this was just a really cool looking card. It cost me $9.60 when I picked it up early in the year. PSA 9 again. There is a PSA population of only 21 of these, and there's 72 PSA 10s out there. So there's not a huge population of these cards specifically. Now that is largely because a lot of people probably did not bother or have or desire to throw these in PSA slabs, but I thought it was just a cool example of cards at the time. A PSA 10 will only set you back about $60 right now for this specific card, and like I said, with only 72 of them, if you're a huge fan of this card in this era, it'd be a worthwhile pickup. Then I grabbed this on a whim. It's just Pikachu from Crown Zenith. Cost me $10.50. You can pick one up yourself right now for $18. Personally, if it wasn't only $10, I'd go for a PSA 10. Let's see. There's 1,578 PSA 9s and 1,100 PSA 10s of this card right now. I just thought having it in a slab would be a cool way to preserve it. Great artwork, great set. Definitely worth having in your collection one way or the other. Then here we got Team Rocket's Trap. I just thought this was a super cool example of an early Japanese card from 1998. I paid, again, $10.50 for this. It's a PSA 6, but I don't see a lot wrong with it personally. I just thought it was really cool. I love Team Rocket, and I love having cards from different eras in my collection. Obviously, this is a Japanese from the Japanese Gym series. You can pick up a PSA 8 of this for $25 right now. Let's see, Teams Rockets. There's 48 at this population and 755 at higher populations. So I would pick up higher, especially when you can pick it up for only $25 if it interests you. Next, we got Jesse and James. Like I said, I love Team Rocket. I just think they're hilarious and a huge part of the series all the way since the beginning. This is a PSA 8. I only paid $13 for this. You can pick one up right now for $29. There's 323 at PSA 8s, and there's a lot above it because this was a very popular card. There's 8,485 graded at a 9 and a 10. So not a rare card, but a very cool artwork of these two, and definitely one I wanted to have in my collection one way or the other. And like I said, like I see like nothing wrong with this card. You know, having it in a PSA slab is just a great way to preserve it. Next up, we got Thunderous, one of the very early full art cards. I think I've just bought this on auction on a whim. It was dirt cheap. I thought it was really cool looking. Now I need Tornadus, and I want them both in 9s so that they match. This Thunderous only set me back $13.50 as well. You can pick one up right now for $40. There's only 151 at PSA 9 and 75 at PSA 10. So there's not a lot graded. It's not highly sought after, but I think it's a very cool card, and you know, it shows what full arts were like back in the black and white era. Super cool. Next up, we've got Dendra. again, this was just so dirt cheap, and I thought it was such a cool card that I had to pick it up. This one set me back 15 bucks. You can pick one up right now for 18 bucks, so it really hasn't moved anywhere. Super awesome card. There are 82 PSA 8s and 816 above that, so 9s and 10s. Super fantastic artwork from Paldea Evolved. Moving on, I picked up this on a whim. Leafeon, I love all the evolutions. This is the Unagaba promo. You got them for free if you bought from the Pokemon Center in Japan. I can't remember how long ago. It was sometime this year. There are so many of these. It's ridiculous. To me, they have almost no value except for if you love them. And I'd like to get Sylveon, and I wanted to get Leafeon. I think Leafeon, I paid $16.50. It was on auction. I just came in at the end and picked them up. Again, PSA 9. This Leafeon at PSA 9, there's 826, but there's 7,400 PSA 10. So there's just an insane amount. This card has almost no value. You just got to love the card if you're going to pick it up. And that's why I picked it up. Next up, I got a Roxanne. Japanese quote-unquote waifus were booming, but for whatever reason, this Roxanne is not desirable. This Roxanne only sent me back 18 bucks. You can pick one up right now in a PSA 9 yourself in Japanese for 29 bucks. There's almost 1,100 PSA 9s graded and 2,240 PSA 10s out there. So quite a bit of population, but I just thought it was super awesome being in the museum here with the like Pokemon dinosaur bones, and Roxanne is really cool looking. So I thought it was worth picking up. I picked it up for what I felt was almost nothing for a card that I really liked. Again, 18 bucks. Right now you can pick one up for 29 bucks. I'm going to put eBay links to all the ones where I've gotten the prices from. You can certainly wait around and probably get better prices on any of these. You can probably make offers on a lot of them, but just in case you're interested, I did put eBay links down in the video description. This is another card I picked up. Morpeko Rainbow Rare from Sword and Shield. I just thought it was an awesome card. If you can't have Pikachu Rainbow Rare, you can always get a Morpeko VMAX Rainbow Rare. Really, really cool example of the rainbows during the Sword and Shield era. This Morpeko only sent me back $20.50. There's 543 graded in PSA 10s, and you can still pick this up for almost nothing. 24 bucks. You can pick up a PSA 10 or Morpeko right now. If you're a Marnie fan, you should have Morpeko in your collection for sure. Next up, we got Coach Trainer from Unified Minds. I think this was another auction I just grabbed at the end. I thought it was super cool looking. I've got twins myself, so maybe they'll grow up and look like these two and be Pokemon trainers themselves. This is a PSA 9. It set me back only $20.50. You can pick one up right now for 26 bucks without even doing it on an auction. And if you probably made some offers, you can get it cheaper. I just thought it was a super cool full art trainer card. So shout out to the Trainer Club cult. Let's see. Coach Trainer, by the way, there are 96. There's only 96 PSA 9s and 148 PSA 10s out there. Next up, I just got this because I was buying some other things and I thought it was a cool looking card. You don't really hear about this Pokemon very much, and it's Black Kyurem. I thought it was a cool looking EX cards from Boundaries Cross. Again, the black and white era. Not a super popular Pokemon, but I thought it was a really cool looking card. PSA 9. It cost me, I bought this really early in the year. It was 21 bucks. You can pick one up for 40 bucks right now. There's 79 at PSA 9s and 120 PSA 10s. So not a lot graded out there. But again, not a lot of desire for that card. And then this was a card I bought at the same time from the same guy, and it was an Umbreon from Thunder Knuckle, first edition, again from the Japanese black and white era. I thought it was just a super cool card. Love Umbreon. There's actually, I feel like there's a little damage right there. I don't know what that is. There's like a little spot. I didn't notice it when I got I bought the auction, but when I went back and looked at the eBay listing, I could see it. So I bought this early in the year, so it's just a point of caution. Really look at those images on eBay before you make a purchase. Now, other than that, it's pretty much perfect, and I'm guessing that that's why they marked it down to an 8. That little spot. It is black, and it's right on his body, so it's really hard to see, but Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Anyways, this cool card, again, I love the hollow pattern on these from Thunder Knuckle. This is, I paid 26 bucks for this card. You can probably get a good deal, but right now, if you just bought it from a buy it now auction, it's going to be about 56 bucks. You know, I feel like if I ever sold it, I'd have to disclose that mark myself, but you know, super cool card. I'll probably never get rid of it. Next up, I think I got a pretty good deal on this at the time, but actually because prices have dropped so much and you can still pick up this collection, the price has dropped a lot. This is probably my favorite Marnie card that they've made, and it's a PSA 9. I paid 29 bucks. You can pick one up easily for $37.95. There's 1,125 PSA 9s that have been graded, and 718 PSA 10s out there. Obviously, a PSA 10 is going to set you back a lot more than the PSA 9. Super cool card of Marnie. So, all right, moving up. Next, we got a Miriam, the Miriam Full Art Trainer from Scarlet and Violet 1. I just thought this was a great card. PSA 9. I paid $29.99. You can get it even cheaper now. So this card has gone down in value. Like most things in the Scarlet and Violet era, you can pick up a PSA 9 for $23.85. And you go out there and you make some offers. I bet you can get this slabbed in a PSA 9 for like 20 bucks or less, because people are just considering it a junk slab at this point and they want to just unload it. And let's see. For Miriam, there are 1,230 PSA 9s and 852 PSA 10s out there. So not an insane population, but you got to remember there's a whole bunch of other grading companies and people could be holding off. I'm personally holding off. I haven't sent anything in for grading, even though I have a huge stack that's building up. Maybe we'll save that for another video. Next up, we got the Pikachu promo from Sword and Shield. I love this card. Fantastic with all the starters from Sword and Shield. It's a PSA 9. I picked this up for 32 bucks. You can pick one up still for $37 easily. And I bet there's a ton of these. There's 2,700 PSA 9s that have been graded and 2,019 PSA 10s. So there's quite a big population. It came in a collection, so it was very easy to pick up. Unfortunately, I never got the collection, but I wanted to get the card. I love the Sword and Shield era, and I thought it was something I just wanted to have in my collection. Moving on, we're starting to get to the big boys. We got a Shadow Rider Calyrex V PSA 10. I really love the alt arts of the Calyrex and Chilling Reign, so you're about to see a whole bunch of them. I'm trying to get them in PSA 10s. So this PSA 10 sent me back $39. You can easily pick it up right now for $60. I'm sure you can get a better deal than that. That's just the current buy it now price that you can get without waiting or looking. I don't think it's gone up quite that much in market value, but that's where it's at now. There's 606 of these at PSA 10s, so you gotta weigh how many people want it versus how many there are. It doesn't matter if there's only a population of one if nobody wants the card, you know? So I think it's a super fantastic artwork, and definitely one I wanted to add to my collection. Moving on, we got Duraludon. In this year, I've been picking up all arts as the prices are tanking. Duraludon is another one that I just love this card. I love that they're eating. You know, I'm a huge foodie, so anytime there's food in a Pokemon card, I definitely love it. I'm going for PSA 10s for all the alt arts that I can pick up. This guy sent me back $38.49. You can pick them up still for about the same price, about 40 bucks all day. And if you watched my last video about interest in Pokemon, I do think that there's room for more to fall. As the interest falls, the prices are going to fall, but I don't think it's going to fall a huge amount more. So for me, this is the time to buy if there's stuff that you want to add to your own personal collection. So we got Duraludon 40. There's 546 PSA 10s of this guy. Super awesome artwork. Then we got Origin Form Palkia V. At first, I picked up a 9. You're going to see a PSA 10 in a bit. It's a little bit off-centered. You can see that. Sometimes PSA will let that go. I didn't super analyze any of these to see if there's really any other cause. Maybe not in this case. I just absolutely love the artwork. Also, although Kato is one of my favorite artists, there's going to be a bunch of him in here. and I just love the artwork and this Pokemon. This one's a PSA 9. It set me back $41.02. He's still about the same price. You can pick this up for $44 easily. There's 1,006 at PSA 9 and 1,710 at PSA 10. So there's quite a few 10s out there. You know, he's not Pikachu or Charizard, so he's not insanely expensive either. Next up, we got Hisuian Lilligant. I just absolutely love this artwork. I love cards with lots of other Pokemon in the pictures. Beautiful artwork, very snowy, very, you know, reminiscent of the season right now. PSA 10. This guy set me back $46. It's cheaper now. There's one up on eBay for $43.70. There's 640 PSA 10s of this alternate art right now. Then we got Golurk, one of my favorite cards from Evolving Skies. Again, Oswaldo Cato. Love his artwork. Love the artwork here. PSA 10. Had to have this in my collection. Love Golurk. I paid $51 for this. You can pick it up for $59 right now easily. Buy it now. There's 666 of these in PSA 10s. And super awesome card. Super awesome artwork. Super easy to pick up. Then this just arrived in the mail today. I decided to pull the trigger on a PSA 10 Gardevoir EX. To me, this is the best card of Scarlet and Violet Season 1. And I felt like the price got low enough that for a PSA 10 that it should be in my collection. I hope to also get the one from Paldean Fates as it comes out. This sent me back $58.99. You can pick them up $64. There's a buy now right now, so I didn't really save a huge amount over that. And in all these price quotes, I'm quoting what it cost me with shipping, and I don't pay taxes on eBay sales. So this I thought was worth a pickup. Beautiful card. If you love Gardevoir, great time to pick this up. There's 1,641 of these in a PSA 10. Last PSA 9, I picked up this Sylveon V. I love Sylveon. I love all the evolutions. I love this card in this bakery shop with all these desserts. Again, back to that theme of food with the Pokemon cards. This set me back, Sylveon V set me back $61.17. You can pick it up right now for $59, so a couple dollars cheaper than what I paid. Super fantastic artwork. We'll see where these go in the future. I'm trying to pick up all arts. I feel like this is the best time to pick up all arts, and so I've been getting the ones I really want when I feel like the deal is there. This Sylveon V, there's 1,466, so there are a ton graded in PSA 9 and way more in PSA 10. There's 2,418 PSA 10s, so there's quite a bit of PSA 10s out there. All right, next up, we're going back to the Calyrex cards. We got the Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX here. Again, another Oswaldo Cato artwork. Love his artwork. Look at the snowy scene and the village behind. It just looks fantastic. Again, PSA 10. This one I paid $66 right now. It's going up in price. I don't know why this specific card's going up in price. The Shadow Rider Calyrex has always been extremely expensive in Japanese, and it's been somewhat expensive in English, but the Ice Rider was always way behind it. This one is starting to catch up. You can pick one up for $80 still in a PSA 10, so it's still for an alternate art with not an insane amount of population. I think it's a great card. There's 835 of these in PSA 10s. All right, we're down to the big boys, the last four. Galarian Rapidash V. The artwork is just phenomenal on this card. I wanted to pick it up. Love it. Looks so good. PSA 10, I paid $70.70 for this. You can pick one up yourself for $85 right now. Easily, if you wait around or if you make some offers, you might be able to do better. Gorgeous, gorgeous alternate art from Chilling Reign. There's, let's see, Galarian Rapidash. There's 953 of these in PSA 10s. Last three, we got Shadow Rider Calyrex. As you can see, I've almost got the whole collection. I think I'm missing, what am I missing? Ice Rider V, the Ice Rider V. I picked it up in raw form, and I plan to send it out, the Ice Rider V. So, Calyrex VMAX, Gorgeous, gorgeous artwork here. I just love these cards. Alternate art, Chilling Reign. I paid $82. That's basically what it's going for now. $80. You can pick up PSA 10s of this card right now. There's a population of 1,040 in PSA. Super fantastic artwork. Then we got Glaceon V, one of my favorite Pokemons. Again, had to pick this up. PSA 10. Gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. Oh, I love the snow as well. So that's another another thing that draws me to certain cards and artwork. Fantastic artwork. Trying to pick up these alt arts. There's 2,230 of these in PSA 10s. I paid $87.22. The going rate for this, I felt like I got a really good deal on that one. The going rate is about 105 to 110. You can pick one up for 105 right now because people are starting to sell off all their stuff. And if you're a huge Glaceon fan or you know one and you want to pick them up a gift, that is a great one. And my last and most expensive card that I paid for in 2023 is the Origin Form Palkia V again. Again, Oswaldo Cato. Love his artwork. Love what he did here. And this PSA 10 set me back $88.63, which is the going rate right now. You know, $89.95 will be the link down below. If you're looking to pick up a PSA 10, there's 1,710 of these. So there's quite a few. The Shadow Rider is probably one of the lower ones. There's with only 1,040 in the PSA. The Galarian Rapidash, again, 953, and Ice Rider Calyrex 853. And there's certainly others that I mentioned that have even less PSA population. And obviously, the less population, the more demand, the higher your card is going to go up. So that's all the cards I wanted to show them off for 2023. Have you picked up any PSA slabs this year? Let us know down in the comments. What was your favorite slab that I showed off today? Let me know. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll catch you in the next video.